What is prarabdha? Prarabdha, it is destiny. We hear that our life is destined to happen. You're driving down the road today and we run off the road on Monroe Road and we hit a lamp pole and we say, boy, that is destined, that was bound to happen. The child gets into an accident, that was bound to happen, that was destiny. Susan Boyle became a star overnight, a millionaire overnight, when mere hours before she was a 47-year-old who was unemployed. You would say she was destined to be a success. A marriage is formed, you would say that was destined to be. And a relationship is broken, you say that relationship was destined. That was destiny. If we look at our life and we say whatever happens, man, that is karma, that is destined to happen, then I would suggest let's all sit back, smoke cigarettes, put our feet up on a chair and do nothing. Because whatever is bound to happen will happen. Makes no sense, does it? Life, according to Krishna Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita, every human being must perform action. Once there is life in his body, there must be karma. We have no choice. Sipping a cup of coffee in the morning, that is karma. Saying something to someone else, that is karma. Behaving in a particular way, that is karma. We can never exempt ourselves from this law that is called karma. But many people say, you know, it is destiny. If karma is destiny, why bother? It's going to happen anyway. That is not true. That is only the first part of karma. The first part of karma says we need to pay our karmic debt. Because whatever actions we performed in the past, we will reap the consequence of it. Good, bad, or indifferent. You see, we are today the product of our past actions. We are today the product of the choices we would have made in the past. It is not just sitting back and say, c'est la vie, whatever is to happen, que sera, sera, what are all these things? Don't worry about it, let it happen, it is destined. That is a cop-out position to take. In our life, we need to act. And whatever happens to us at this moment in our life, it is the karmic debt that we're paying. It is the karmic debt that we're paying. There is no escaping that. But there's a second part of karma that we need to pay attention to. We must learn to transform our karma into something that is more desirable based on our experience. It is not just sitting back and saying whatever happened is destiny. Whatever has happened or is happening or will happen, it is the consequence, it is the law, it must respond in a particular way. But the second part of karma, it is that we as a human being, we must transform our karma to something that is more favorable based on life's experience. Swami Chinmayanandaji said it this way. He says, what we meet in life, that is destiny. That is prarabdha. But how we meet what we meet, that is called self-effort. And he called that purushartha. And that's the third word I would like to share with you this morning. It is puru, repeat, shartha. Purushartha. Purushartha means self-effort. You must act, and you must act consciously. Karma, it is action and consequence of action. Prarabdha, meaning it is destiny. Meaning whatever is happening to us, it is destined to happen. It is the consequence of some past choice. But the third and most important part of karma, it is purushartha. We must transform our karma, good or bad, whatever the consequences of life that are unfolding now, we have a choice to transform our karma into something more favorable. When Susan Boyle was laughed at, she had a choice. She could have run out of the stage and it would have never happened for her. When she got very ugly looks when she said she wanted to be like the most popular star, singing star that she identified, people thought she was crazy. She was not living her dream according to the facial expressions of other people. When bad things happen to us, we have a choice to transform our karma into something more positive. And that's where the beauty of human life comes in. And I give you the same example. If I am driving down at 4 o'clock this morning in Monroe Road and I run off in a dark spot and I hit an electricity pole and I crash and I totally destroy the front of my car, and maybe I get into an accident where my bones are broken and I am badly damaged, I can say it is karma, and I can blame government, and I can blame the leaders in society, I can blame the car, I can blame waking too late in the night and being tired. I can blame everything in the world and say that's karma and move on. But I would have not transformed that experience into something positive. So I have the choice. I can re-examine what's happening and I can say, well, maybe I was tired. And I can speak to people who, in a forum like this, and talk about the implications of being too tired and driving in the morning. Or maybe it was poor lighting. I can use the opportunity to write to the councillor or to the mayor or the member of parliament and say, hey, in this area, there's no shoulder on the road and the lighting is bad. For a couple $100, we can put more lighting. And by doing that, I may have contributed to someone else not getting into an accident based on poor lighting. I can come to an audience and talk about, or I can write a book about dealing with the positives or finding the positive in negative experience. The point I'm making is, if we just complain about things when they happen to us, we're not maximizing karma. But when we take, especially the bad situations, the things that hurt us or pain us or distress us, when we can use those as opportunities to transform and create, use the negative experience to create something positive later on, then we would have maximized on this experience that is called karma. He says, what we meet in life, it is destiny. But how we meet what we meet, it is called self-effort. And self-effort, it is the core of what drives and makes human life worth living. We're told that the future, what is the future? The future, the past modified in the present is the future. Think about that. The past, it is dead. It is history. We can't undo it. But the consequences of the past we will face in the present. So the past modified in the present, meaning how we treat with what comes our way in the present, will determine the karmic debt, the karmic consequences of the future. So the past modified in your present moment living will determine your future. Today, in this very simple message, a simple topic that is called karma, action and the consequence of action, and having looked at a very beautiful video clip of Susan Boyle, I want you to think of your own life. Think of the situations that happen in your life. Think about your past. But more importantly, pay attention to what happens to you now, and in all the now moments that define life between this moment and the time that you die. Make every choice and choice-making opportunity a conscious one. Pay attention to the choices that you're making. And when bad things happen to you, don't blame, but understand, step out of the situation and find the opportunity of creating better and more positive karma for you down the road.